Hi there, sign of Cancer. I'm take 2. So this is your reading. My name is Kim. If you want to get connected to this reading, the best way to do it is to imagine this beam of light. Visualize it going through your chakras, up and down, grounding you, reaching to the sky. 2. And we're going to get into this reading for you. I have already burned some Palo Santo. By the way, Post Malone sings that in a song. That's why I always sing Palo Santo. It's hard for me not to. Yeah. All right. Let's get into this reading. Some interesting energies. That's all I'm going to say. The first video was me rambling on about the energies that are here. Activating energies. And there are. Anyways, I decided to not share everything. But if you've been having like nighttime activations or something, let me know in the comments, because maybe I will share. I have 52 straddling worlds, wandering between realms. Okay, that makes sense. To wandering between realms. And the Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. I love that energy. Oh, I love that energy for you. So you're in between. I can't even talk. In between worlds, and you are pulling yourself out of stagnation, or life is pulling you out of stagnation. For whatever reason, usually it doesn't make all the most sense, but okay, I have Dragon Sword. That's interesting. I did an initial reading for Cancer last night, but I'd had a glass of wine, and I was like, I don't really want to publish something if I've had a glass of wine in me, so I deleted it. But that card came out, Dragon Sword, protecting the future. Because there's something, it's like, what does the dragon do? The dragon has the keys to the future here because it's protecting all of the wealth. Really, the wealth, the riches. Protecting the sanctity for your future, or the sanctity of somebody else's future. It's about you, and you being the protection here for other energies. Might be a huge collective. I don't know. It might be your family line, and I'm sure in spirit that's also huge, right? I have repairing the veil, forgiveness. It's coming more across to me as being the two worlds coming together because of you getting the straddling worlds, and then this repairing. It's like repairing the veil. Getting to me, it's about repairing your connection with spirit, and whatever this is on the other side. Let's get our tiny tarot out just to go ahead and get some additional messages with each of these. And then we're going to pull some more cards. What about straddling worlds? The Two of Pentacles. Yeah. Yep. The Two of Pentacles going back and forth. Back and forth. So oh wow, this is having me read tarot very differently. Even my oracle cards, this is having me reading these very differently, but the message is there. You're straddling worlds. You're going back and forth. You're going back and forth, and truly that comes with like decisions too. And so maybe that's the traditional meaning there, is that there's decisions and that you may be multitasking, but with this, it's like, yeah, definitely you're going back and forth. What about the Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation? The King of Swords. Ooh, you have the knowledge. You have the knowledge. Super smart, really intelligent. The know-how. This can be an extra character. For some, it definitely is. If somebody that is a professional or a specialist that knows how to get out of stagnation, how to move something out of stagnation because of the discipline, obedience to whatever it is that you're doing for yourself, for others. Dragon sword, protecting the future. Yeah, the six of wands makes sense because this is a card about everybody else lifting you up in praise and appreciation. I mean, usually when I see the Six of Wands, I think, oh, you must be feeling pretty good about yourself. But I'm not so sure that actually goes with that card. Mainly, it's of everybody else saying, here, sit on your high horse. Maybe even putting you on a high horse because they're like, you deserve to be up here. And it is, and so it's praise, it's recognition, it's everybody else saying, what a good job that you have done for everybody else. So that's the message there. Strong messages coming out, being very in sync. What about the repairing the veil? I shouldn't gloss over forgiveness. Forgiveness is really great, but like I said, I'm not so sure that's exactly what it is. This would say to me that there's a high or strong connection to God, spiritual things. There's a bridge coming that will tie you and make sense of traditional things on the earth, traditional connections with God, with spirit, higher power, and it's bridging that together for your own connection. Maybe for you to see through certain things. Maybe for you to be able to say, okay, well, I don't believe in half the crap that this group believes in, but I do believe in this part of the connection. I don't know. It's something about bridging, tying together this spiritual connection. It can also indicate high spiritual significant contracts, people. You could be a guide for others. Let me give you an example. You could be somebody that is in a field where you're designing something, and maybe you're even known for being atheist, right? Or agnostic, but on a soul level, you're here to be the go-between with something spiritual. And so it would be like, whoa, that's strange. Now, I'm not saying that's all of you. I'm just saying, like, there's this connection that no matter what you believe in, no matter what role you're in, you are bridging these two worlds for people, for others, for a victory of some sort. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna pull from this deck. Wasn't really sure if I wanted to do a Celtic cross or a little traditional tarot spread. I offer private readings if you need something that's like that, that's real detailed, that's more tarot based. But for today, I think the messages that are wanting to come out are going to be found in this, in these oracles. Okay. I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All we do, da na 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 na, dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Same old song, just a drop of water, and I can't sing this morning. I can't sing. I have the sun. Wow. Wow. So the sun right here in the middle of this dust devil moving out of stagnation because it's lighting the way. It's divine and it's lighting the way. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You also have Taurus, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Leo. Leo strong with the sun. Vinegar. 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 Have you ever used vinegar in a recipe? Just asking. Because if you have, then you know that a little bit goes a very long way, right? Just enough vinegar to maybe balance something out. This can represent having to deal with some not so great memories here. A little bit goes a long way, but if you know what vinegar does, well, it affects the pH pretty drastically, right? Pretty quickly. You only need a little bit. So with the vinegar, even if it's a bad memory, you can still get very balanced by it, because you can't be all sun, glitters, and unicorns and rainbows if you're here, because it's the earth. Because it's the earth. Because it's earth, and there's a duality, so there's always a balance. This will always be here. If you don't know how to balance it, you can get too much, and then you get resentment built up. You get a dwelling on a memory or something that you don't want to dwell on, but you're here, so maybe it's used to balance something. Oh wow, look at how it matches the spring. Something is blossoming. Well, could be love. We have copper. Could be love. Everything is love anyway, right? But this is like the love that makes you feel luxurious, or like you're in pleasure, or copper. It's also that feeling of it's a good feeling. It's a love feeling that is transferred and conducted very easily through maybe repairing the veil, maybe through this blossoming, this blooming. What is blossoming and blooming from this? Straddling the world of letting go of this. Tell me more about vinegar. Vinegar. Yeah, the three of swords. So if you had been hurt, if you experienced a great loss, it doesn't matter what type. Everybody's heart loves different things, and everybody experiences loss through different things. Somebody that loses one thing versus another person losing the same thing is going to feel differently about it. This can be, if we want to make it real world instead of me being so metaphorical, it can be like cheating. It can be backstabbing. It can be people that you thought were on your side that aren't. And there can be bitterness, the resentment for what had happened to you. In fact, you can start to blame life instead of like the situation, and so that's what you want to kind of avoid, is blaming the experience itself or life. Tell me about sun. Tell me about the sun. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. It's all right. It's all right. It's an energy saying, hey, it's all right. It's all right. Because there's something so much more powerful here with the Two of Cups. That's a real love. A real partnership. A real connection. You really even have the lion's head with the angel wings on it. Another Leo reference and your own reference with Cancer. So that's a beautiful thing to see. It's new. It's new, it's real, it helps you move out of stagnation. You didn't have to be actually stuck. This could be like spiritually or emotionally feeling like, oh, am I going to go into a different place? This is that different place. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Copper. Yeah, letting go of these not so great memories. Ash in the reverse. Letting go, not holding on to them. They served a purpose at one point or time on your journey, and that was that. And then maybe you could look at the purpose as balance, and that's all that really has to be. No more definition. Tell me about spring. What is blossoming? Oh my God, the sun, seriously? And by the way, I cannot see when I'm putting my hand in this thing. I can't see. They're tiny, okay? Tiny. So the sun. The sun. Blossoming, blooming. You are, with these cards, you are that leader. You are that leader. You are the one protecting the horde. It's being very loud and clear to say, no, you're the leader. You're the one to show how it's done. How does that look? I get kind of obsessed with the card placements. Wow. All right. What am I at? 1555 was what I was at. I'm not feeling like making this a big, long reading. I'm just going to pull some more these oracles is what I'm going to pull. Oh, I keep being drawn to this deck. I don't know why. I don't even use this deck much. But I'm going to pull it. Ask your angels. What do you have for Cancer? What message do you have for Cancer? I have yes. Oh my goodness, and you're ready. It's funny because the cards that I was seeing flash were making me feel like you weren't. Like the cards that I was seeing, I'm like, I don't know if this is a good idea, because I might end up having to clarify a whole lot here. But no, I'm not. Yes, that's the sun energy. You're ready. Yes, you're ready to move out of stagnation and away from this energy. So bitter. You may have a bitter ex or a bitter karmic. You may have someone that is just way more bitter than you. It might not even be all your memories here that are like, this is like something haunting a person, and it's got to go. It's got to go. All right, Cancer. What else? Tarot deck creator, a visionary. Now, I have thought of creating, I've been putting it off too, but I've thought of, because I like to draw and paint, and I was thinking of doing that. So maybe that's something that's a message for you. Tarot deck creator, a visionary. Doesn't have to be a tarot deck. Definitely under this Dragon's Horde, you are the visionary here. Remember, I said no matter what position you're in, there's a tie or connection you have with the higher, a higher source. It's almost like that tie or connection. It comes with like this really strong understanding, the ability to logically even put that connection into the terms or words that are understandable to others, and that is a talent. That is a talent for a feeling, for feelings that we usually don't even have words for. It seems like you're able to do that. And that is a talent. You might also need confirmation for a YouTube platform that you have or that you're starting. Do it, or yes, right? YouTube platforms, spiritual callings. Here we go with the protecting for the future. Some of you all are going to have another child here, or a child period, I guess, with the sun energy coming twice and the blossoming or blooming. And then you also have youth director, spiritual support, educate, lead by example, or volunteer. It's the Dragon's Horde. It is what you are protecting. And you're being looked up to, and that's really nice. That's lovely. Part of your calling has to do with definitely being looked up to. How you handle this vinegar is real important. Others are watching. I have the, oh, holy crap. I told you something happened last night, and, and my messages are like, wow. In sync. I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. Akashic records, all souls, universal events, past, present, and future. And I have the Akashic field, all information. And think about the energy here when I say this. All information, power, energy, and experiences vibrate here. All. That's the King of Swords knows. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I see frequency. I see something brilliant that is being, like, you are able to access something brilliant and probably always have. Probably just now that I'm able to pick up on it, to tell you the truth. Because I've been going through my own stuff. But wow. I'm blown away by your reading. Okay. I'm blown away by your reading, because whatever you can do, whatever you can access is kind of amazing. Feels like information that you can access is kind of amazing. Wow. What's on the bottom? Instagram platform, spiritual aspirations and missions. And I always look at this as like not necessarily Instagram, but as documenting your journey through photo, through videos. And well, what I do is I can't stand the space issue when it comes to wanting to collect things on computers and stuff like that. Like, I just don't even want to deal with it. I need this and this and this. So, with my artwork, I have a Facebook account, and I put all of my artwork on the Facebook. I even paint over stuff sometimes, like, once it's posted, because it's saved there without me having to use my memory for it. Memory. So I guess that's like another message. Is document the memory, put it in, and then store it somewhere in your mind. Document the memory. The memory is the vinegar. If it's something that, you know, just document it and then file that stuff. 111. Angels are ready. 111. Angels are ready. I have 222. I am balanced. Trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them into words, feelings, and action. Definitely a lot of action here. Leo is the divine masculine energy, or not divine masculine. Let me not say it like that, because people will imagine a person. Masculine energies. The way that I remember that is like Sky Father, also the air signs, the fire signs. Those are masculine energy. So it is about that, like the action, the movement. And you definitely have this. So 222. Trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and actions. I am balanced. Wow. I'd like to mention the 2 here. And then, just 7 more 2s. You are 14. You are open-minded, always up to try something new. Yet you are wise enough to stop and think before you jump into things. This pragmatic approach helps ensure your time and attention and efforts are meaningful. I am practical. All right, that's what I got for you, Cancers. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel and come back. If you need a private reading, that information is in the description box. Oh, I'm going to continue drinking coffee and keep waking up. So sending you light and love. Bye-bye.